Welcome to your weekend focus, May the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thanks so much, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all of your love, your support. You guys absolutely rock. Okay, so the energy stays about the same for the weekend. We'll start with the numerology. On Friday, we have the 14 energy. 1 plus 4 is a 5. Um, the 14 is having more by having less. So where in our life do we have a lot of overindulgence or, too much of something? It goes to waste because of how much we have, and it could be anything. It could be food in the pantry. It could be clothes in our closets. What do we need really to go forward, and what can we leave behind? What is weighing us down? What is burdening us? These are the kinds of things that we need to ask ourselves. And what brings in true balance for ourselves? Not somebody else's recipe for balance and harmony, but yours and yours alone. So really get in touch with your inner child, your soul, your heart, your sage wisdom, and say, what do I need? Do I want to work more? Do I need to start a business? Do I need to participate more in the community? Do I need to raise my spirituality? Do I need to strengthen my health or my well-being? Do I need more family time? And what things do you need to cut back on? Now, Friday is a 555 energy, right? We have May the 14th, 2021. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is a 15, which is a 6. 6 is about our routines, our health and well-being. But let's just talk about that 5 energy being so strong and potent as we go into the weekend. That is about laughter and joy and celebration and standing in our own truth and our independence, perhaps even romance, creativity. These are all things attached to the number 5. 5 is a very fast number too. Things can happen very quickly under the 5 energy. We will be motivated to act quickly under the 5 energy. Now, 5 plus 5 plus 5 is the 16. The 16 is about awakenings. Sometimes we don't like the way we are awoken, but it leads us to a better place. Perhaps puts us in line with our path where we were a little off center before. Sometimes it's things that we've been ignoring and it comes, eyeball to eyeball with us. Some things take us, we're blindsided by it. Takes it totally out of the blue. It comes and just realigns your entire world sometimes. So we're not always very thankful at the time. But know that the 16 energy never takes away something that we need to go forward. It only takes away the things that were holding us back in some form, in some way. And maybe we don't understand. Maybe we will never understand. But we will look back probably and say, you know what? This is when it happened. This is when the change occurred. This is when the transformation started. Sun is in Taurus for the whole weekend, and the moon, I believe, is in Gemini until about after supper time on Friday, and then we will have the Cancer moon for the entire weekend. Back to the numerology, we got Saturday is a 15 energy, and 1 plus 5 is a 6. So we're back to the 6 energy again and the 15 energy again. It's about where do we need to change our steps? And I didn't really go into it on the 14th, did I? But where do we need to change our steps, change our approach, change our reaction, change our perception to one that is more in line with where we want to go, what we want to transform in our life, what we want to manifest in our life? What did we take once as a truth and we're starting to question it, or we're trying to validate it in some way? Or maybe we realize that it doesn't have much validation attached to it. So know the reason why we have the action or the pullback or the why we react in a certain way, why we hold back, why we procrastinate. And we most likely find that in our environments, in our routines, and health and well-being. Look at how you treat yourself. Absolutely. And then Sunday is the 16th, so awakenings. Oh, and 5 plus 6 plus 5. I didn't say that part. The daily numerology is a 16 and a 7. So we're going to talk about the 16 and the 7. That is standing in your truth, okay? It's awakening. 16 is the awakenings, but it's standing in our truth. It's not bending to somebody else's truth or agenda, but our path forward. And if you do the numerology of the day, it would be a 17. The 17 is making the impossible possible. So we work through this weekend looking at where we trip ourselves up, or we allow certain energies to come in and change our focus, pulls our attention in a different way, uses our resources, our time, our energy in a way that is not beneficial to us in any way or form. Now, the 8 is also a number that demands action. So build the strategy today, or step into the strategy today. Try something different. Change things up a little bit. And you may very well feel that there's some kind of imbalance just between your sense of responsibility and your own personal desires. And how do you bring those things together to work as one? So we can get restless, we can get agitated, we can get irritable, we can feel stuck. And when we feel that way and we don't know why, we usually lash out on the people we love the most. So if we find ourselves lashing out a little bit, look inwardly, because chances are it's about the imbalance that you're feeling towards the responsibilities and obligations you have and your personal desires, wants, and dreams. They may be in complete conflict, or they may not just be in complete harmony. Okay, let's cut the cards here and see what we got. We start with, look at this, the 4 of Swords. This is rest, recuperation, restoration, preparing yourself, mind, body, and soul for the days to come, for the walk to walk, the path opening up to you. This is a time of reflection. It's a time to also transition yourself from chaos and sorrow and struggles and conflicts to joy and happiness and harmony, love. This is all about preparing yourself for the transition to an easier road, an easier path, an easier way. Mind your health. When this card comes out in the first position, mind your health. Take care of you first. It's important. If you're tired, sleep. If you want to do something, then try and make it possible. Try and set aside time for you, your happiness, your joy, your sense of creativity or inventiveness. Or maybe it's just a little bit of romance in your life that you need. But in some way, we want to recuperate. We want to restore. We want to feel strong. We want to strengthen ourselves. We have the 6 of Swords. So we've got swords and swords here. So there's a confidence about us, absolutely, today. Or this weekend. Not just today. And sometimes with swords, it is a change in perception. Because here we are starting to go towards our successes. We have the sage wisdom. We know how to get to where we want to go. We need to push offshore. We need to stop procrastinating. We need to trust in ourselves and trust others who want to support us and help us as well. The Nine of Pentacles. So here we are getting grounded right in the middle. This card says you're ready to go forward. That you have ended a chapter of your life. You've ended a part of your path. It's time to go to the next level of your development. Or, yeah. Maybe this is something completely new. Maybe it's just an elevated step. But this card definitely says that you are ready for the new beginnings because you have the sage wisdom. Trust your intuition. Talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides. They're helping you. Pay attention. We wear white because it's new beginnings, but those sunflowers are mature, saying that we've got everything we need. We've grown the sunflowers to fruition. They are mature. They are strong. They are healthy. It's time to move on. No sense in lingering anymore. Pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping when this card comes out, especially since it's in the middle. Maybe journal during the weekend of what you were thinking about, what crossed your mind. Why did it cross your mind? Why did it pop in? What does that thought lead you to? Ah, the Hermit. The Hermit shows up. The Hermit, yes, we look in the past. We do. We look at what we've walked through in order to get to the here and now. Maybe that builds our confidence a little bit, or it allows us to notice our strength, our capabilities, our courage, our wisdom, our compassion. The Hermit is, one who goes into a cave or out into the desert and contemplates the here and now and how they want to move forward, where they want to go, what they want the adventure to be like. And when they know in their mind, when they have that concrete vision of where they want to go, what goals they want to set, what successes they want to bring in your life, that's when they come out of the desert. That's when they come out of the cave. And that's when they begin the steps. And the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is all about dreams coming true. I mean, that is what the new moon's about. And now we have Jupiter in Pisces. My goodness. It's about allowing your dreams to surface. Those big, ginormous dreams, those ones that you think there's no way. Because on the Sunday, we do have a 17 energy, and that is making the impossible possible. Seeing the way forward. This is dreaming. This is dreaming outside the box. This is talking to your guides. This is talking to God, talking to your angels. This is about imagining this new beginning, this new start, this magical, wonderful experience, this miracle that could possibly come into your life. If you confess it and believe it, it will be so. Let's get our mantra cards here. Oh my goodness, they're jumping around. We best get to it. Originality. Blaze your own trail. Don't follow somebody else's footsteps. Be that independent person with your own thoughts, your own mindset. Just like I was talking about that own personal recipe for balance in your life. Your own personal recipe for success. Just because somebody else did it this way doesn't mean everybody has to do it that way. And by gosh, jolly gee Joe, you don't have to do it any way that anybody else has ever done it. You can do it your own way and be quite successful, because that is what's leading you. That is what's calling you. That is what's whispering to you. So dare to be original. Dare to be unique. And that was Jupiter in Aquarius. Now it will, the end of July, I think it is, Jupiter will go back into Aquarius. But, where have you already grown in this aspect then? And dream about your potential now that you've expanded outside the lines. You've broken through that glass ceiling, perhaps. We were talking about that several months ago. Breaking through that glass ceiling that society has put into place, or you have put into place, or a loved one has put into place. Break through it. The only thing that is holding you back right now is your belief in you. Okay, let's see here. Originality. Because all the energy is here to help you right now. So be a go-getter. Be a free spirit. Exhibit originality, courage, defiance, perhaps. You were born to succeed. Breathe excitement, love, life into your own life, the life of others. Despite your chaotic ways, you can be very loving, very generous. So in some way, maybe we have, especially over the last year plus now, okay, there have been some very chaotic times. And we have adopted some chaotic ways in order to deal with those chaotic times. So pay attention to how you have been transformed just in this last year. Does it work? Is it who you really are? Did you let a part of you out because you could? Because the window was open? What did I read the other day? If one door closes and another one opens, your house is probably haunted. Mantra. Love me without fear. Trust me without wondering. Love me without restriction. Love me without demands. I am worth it. So how about you say, I love me without fear. I trust me without wondering. I love me without restriction. I love me without demands. I am worth it. The more you believe that, the easier breaking through that glass ceiling will be for you. And maybe that's why we're starting with the Four of Swords so often. Maybe that's why it's coming out, because it's about healing. It's about taking off that mask, that facade. That's why office parties never work when you can bring the spouse, because many of us are one person at work, another person at home, another person within family gatherings, another person completely if we're in a community setting, and we're another person completely if we are on our own. And that's the person you need to meet. And I tell you, we don't like silence. I mean, try and sit in silence. No TV, no phone, no computer, no music. Just sit in silence, complete silence. And just let the thoughts come. Don't analyze them, but just recognize them, thank them for showing up. Let your thoughts just trickle. See how long you last without having to talk to somebody or checking your phone or turning on the TV or just amplifying some kind of noise in your life. Because if we don't have that noise in our life, and we have that silence, then we hear ourselves. And it's scary. It can be very scary. It can be very daunting, because some of it may not match what you thought about yourself. You'll say, no, I really do like that. I don't know why I tell people I don't. Because I really do. I think that would be great for me, a great experience for me. Sit in silence. Allow your inner soul to commune with you. Learn a little bit about yourself. What truly brings you happiness? What truly brings in balance and harmony in your life? And it's just you that you are discussing it with, so you can be bluntly honest with yourself. Strut your stuff. It is about strutting your stuff. It's about knowing that you've got this. It's about raising your confidence, your courage. It's about recognizing that confidence and courage within you and letting it out, your strength. to walk that original path, that unique path that is laying in wait just for you, to take a risk on yourself, to believe in yourself. Strut your stuff with the peacock. Beauty, confidence, foresight, clairvoyance. Never bend your head, always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Peacock is completely aware of his beauty and wants you to work on believing that you too are beautiful, inside and out. Peacock believes that you have lost confidence with your inner and outer appearance. Oftentimes, to regain that confidence, you have to fake it to make it. Push yourself into a vibration which is true self. Peacock may have come into your life to show you that you are coming upon a new spiritual growth path. If you are feeling less than beautiful, embrace Peacock and allow him to help you strut your stuff. So it's all about feeling that confidence. Remember, after, it's about rest and recuperation, preparing yourself to go forward, to push offshore, to allow your capabilities to shine, allow your talents to manifest the life you want, the love you want, the routine you want, the vitality you want. Meet yourself. Understand just how wonderful you truly are, and get ready to strut your stuff. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.